All right, students, we're going to give it a go. I have a sheet of properties of logarithms. In 6.4, there's only like 3 properties plus a change of base formula, but this one page should encompass all of it, and I will be uploading it also as an attachment on Edmodo. So we're going to start and go through each one. Our foundations, if you recall, the log base 3 of 1. What this is asking is what power do you have to raise 3 to get the answer of 1? And of course that is 0. And the second one, what power of 7 do you have to raise to get the answer of 1? Also 0. So in general, anytime you have, say for instance, here's an example, log base 2 of 2, that's what power do you have to raise 2 to get the answer of 2, and that of course is 1. So here's your generalization, and the rule for the 0 is also going to be anytime you take the log of any base, that's a b, any base, where the answer is 1, that's going to be 0, because remember it's b to the 0 equals 1. And you can verify each one of these with your calculator. So that's just a place for when you do that, you can press a check when you go through it. In 6.3, we were talking about logarithmic inverses. And here's one. If you have a base of 5 and you raise it to the log base 5 of 25, well, that's just 25. They sort of cancel each other out. Here's another example. Log base 2 of 2 to the 6th equals 6. Because remember, we're just looking, it always equals the exponent. Okay, equals the exponent right there. So this is your property here. B raised to the power of log base b of m is m. And it's just something you'll have to recognize. Again, if we wanted to write the logarithmic property, it'd be log base b of b to the m equals m. So if those were other numbers, we'd be able to add that. Now here's our 3 products. There's 3 very special properties that we're going to talk about today, which are in section 6.4. Okay, these are called the product rule, the quotient rule, and the power rule. And since logarithms are basically, based on exponents, then these are going to be very similar as well. So what we can do is we can take the log base 3 of 8, where 8 is 2 times 4, and you can separate them. It's sort of like when we multiplied the same base with different exponents, we added the exponents. So here, the rule is, if you have log base b of m times n, this is going to be big, that's equal to log, if I get my pen to write, base b of m plus the log base b of n. So that's the general rule. This is how you separate it out. And so for the next one, the quotient is the opposite. Based on the product property, can you determine what this equals? You should be able to. It's exactly the opposite. Instead of log base b of m plus log base b of n, now we're going to subtract. So it's going to be log base b of m minus log base b of n. So, like for instance, say I was trying to figure out the log of 2 over 3. Okay, just a common log. Then this is equal to log 2 minus log 3. All the same base. And last we have the power rule. When you have your exponent up here, the power comes down to the front and it just multiplies the basic log. So you see log of 5 squared becomes 2 log 5. And here's the rule. Log base b of m raised to the n power is equal to n in front times log base b of m. Okay, and then last, we'll look at these two properties. It's called the one-to-one property. And if you have two logs with the same base, here it's 2, then your argument is also going to be the same, because those are, remember, the answers. This would be like 2 to what power equals x and 2 to what power equals 5. So the properties of logs makes x equals 5. And that would be, we'll fill in these notes, log base b of m equal to log base b of n means m equals n. And then last, the change of base. If you want to evaluate a log and you don't know how to enter it into your calculator, because your calculator can't always do these different bases, the equivalent is where all you do is you take the log of 8 and you divide it by the log of 2. And so this you can actually put into your calculator. It will give you an answer, which hopefully you'll figure out is 3. And so for each one of these, we're going to do some problems where you can simplify, you can expand, you can condense, and that will be the other worksheet. Okay? Remember, watch this as many times as you need. Keep these notes in front of you. Good luck.